Happy Halloween! It is October 31st, the end of the month, so I'm going to be talking about all the books I read. My wrap-up, if you will. I read 6 books this month. The first one I read was Phantom Heart by Kelly Crea. This is Phantom of the Opera inspired, so that gets a thumbs up for me. However, I found the fantasy world part kind of confusing, so it made it hard to get through. It does have a swoony romance though. So this is about a girl who moves into a house that's haunted, I guess you could say by a guy in a mask who wants her out of the house. And she gets help from a fellow student and they try to catch the masked guy. And it sort of sounds like Ghostbusters. And this is a series, but I won't be continuing it. It ended happily, so that's enough for me. Book number 2 was There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. Still love that title and the cover. This reminded me so much of the movie Scream, so again, thumbs up for that. This is about a teen girl who moves to a new town and one by one her fellow students start to get murdered. Who's the killer? Will she be next? Dun dun dun. I can't wait to watch the movie. This is a Netflix film. I didn't look to see if it was still on there, so hopefully it still is. I thought it was very suspenseful. It had like multiple perspectives that I think worked well in this story. Usually I'm not a fan of that, but in here it was a good choice. And I want to check out another book by the same author called The Woods Are Watching. It also sounds spooky, but not too spooky because I'm not into all of that. I just like a little bit of spook. And then book number 3 was The Raven and Other Poems by Edgar Allan Poe. I actually listened to an audiobook of these poems, which I believe is a more interesting way to consume the medium. I still found it very confusing though. But I finally read/heard The Raven, so that's good. Maybe I'll try some short stories by Poe next, like The Telltale Heart, since poetry ain't really my thing. Book number 4 was Emily's Quest by L.M. Montgomery. This is the last book in the series, so I've officially finished it. I liked it a lot. In this one, Emily gets her happy ending after a whole bunch of drama. Book number 5 was Chrissys' Great Idea by Anne M. Martin. This is book 1 in the Babysitters Club series. I don't remember reading this before, but regardless, now I know how it all started. I remember reading one about Dawn on the beach and one with Claudia getting a scary phone call. I thought it was fun and enjoyable. It was a fun friendship and growing up story. And the last book I read, number 6, was The Inheritance Gates by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is about a poor girl who inherits a billionaire's fortune, but she doesn't know him like at all. They're complete strangers. And his grandsons aren't very happy about being disinherited for a complete stranger. I thought it was really good and fun to read. It had like mystery and riddles and secret passageways behind every page. And I can't wait to read the sequel, which I have, thankfully, called The Hawthorne Legacy. So, those are the books I read in Spooky Month. Let me know what you read that was spooky or non-spooky. And I'll see you next month.